It's alright. Folks, it's alright. Calm down. Weeknight is here for you with Weeknight, the Daily Muller, a show that's unlike any other. And trust me, if you really want to laugh, then a show unlike any other is a show that you need. So please welcome we have everybody.
After tonight's Weeknight Update episode, Michael Zycast and Pearl McKay will give us their thoughts about the whole situation with Anastasia Jane. Admittedly, this is one of the craziest situations in the history of Weeknight Update. And to wrap tonight's program up, our late night movie time.
Alright, well, that's all still to come on Nick at Night, so hang around with us. Doctors recommend that you watch a late night show that is funny, entertaining, and groovy, so that way you won't end up with high blood pressure. Well, Weeknight Update has all the good things that you need to see on a late night show and more, so this is what the doctors recommend.
On the glorious YouTube dog show, some of the biggest pumpkins like to stay away from. It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller, and now a man who thinks that some of the pumpkins can be a bit too big, Mr. Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie Muller. What's up? What is up, my grasshoppers? Alright, here we go. First off, these songs composed by Baby Lamb Creations, good friend of mine. Diamond Candy made bumpers, and the previous have been made by Fabrice Roche, aka Rocky Ball 10. Now, Joshua winners are as follows. Of course, I gotta mention Baby Lamb Creations because he does Baby Lamb and Friends. He has so many different projects on his channel, and he's really, really good. You can also check out Michael's Cast. Now, he does Michael and things like that, but you know, he recently came out as non-binary. Alright? Now, for those of you who don't know what non-binary is, non-binary basically means that you don't associate yourself with any gender whatsoever, or not just one gender per se. You know, I know it's kind of interesting, but but Michael Zycast just announced it on Twitter, and I thought I would, share that with you because some of you aren't really on Twitter, so please give Michael Zycast some love and things like that, because, hey, we all need love, right? Amanda Gaffey is good, is good with the singing. Spikes Ken, of course, band edit guy. Crispy Chris, CC Win, random stuff. Rebecca Kenneth, I guess Swag World X 333 VA Studios. You'll see Reddit stories on there, and the Nostalgic Plum has some interesting stuff as well. Now, as you know, we've had a very crazy week behind the scenes, but earlier today, true story, Anastasia Jane went on Twitter and said like she was just taking a mental health break because of her. Well, because after her grandparents, injury and things like that, she wanted to take a break from the show and things like that. It's cool about that part, but her busy life and things like that, that's also another good reason. And she didn't want to burden us, but she will be back on the show as Jasmina Grimmery next week, and tomorrow we're going to interview her and Kawam Animations. By the way, they're dating now, and it's now official. They're now an official couple, and we are very happy to know that. Now, I think we have gone a little too long with the house cleaning stuff, with the housework and things like that. What's up? Here we go. What's up with pumpkins? They are very fascinating. Of course, some people want to turn them into spiced drinks on Monday. Here's a fun fact. Every pumpkin, listen to this, every pumpkin grows in a pumpkin patch. And Illinois, Texas, and California have the biggest pumpkin patches ever. Of course, California's pumpkins, died in June. So, what can you do? Now listen to this. Listen up. There's a huge pumpkin shortage this year. Wait, no, not really. That's a test. But people are telling us that we should not stock up on pumpkins this year. And this is despite the fact that the pumpkin patches will not have too many of them due to the weather. Well, what can you do? It's ironic that California will not have so many pumpkins. Considering the fact that in California, it's very much almost always very warm. It never snows over there. Matter of fact, I don't think they ever had temperatures, below freezing. So, there you go. MP, Pink Cat, let's quickly go over the top 8 list. Alright, let's go, huh? Alright, what is the category tonight? Tonight's category, top 8 things that you should never do to a pumpkin. Number 8, dirty it. Number 7, slam it. Number 6, feed it to the fish. Number 5, throw it at your neighbor's dog. Number 4, throw it to your own dog or cat. Number 3, play hide and seek with it. Number 2, dance with it. And number 1, eat it raw. Hey, Matt, how would you explain those pumpkin seeds? Well, sometimes it's good to eat the pumpkin seeds, but, when you're taking the pumpkin seeds out of the pumpkin to make jack-o'-lanterns, sometimes it can be very dirty. So that's why people are recommending that you wear gloves. Ah, I see. Oh boy. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. We'll be right back. The Kids Still Pilot Weeknight Update. Now here it is, your Weeknight.
Storytime. The teacher slaved over the board. She stared at Thomas with a mighty rage.
Nick at Night, those TV classics, Nick at Night, no fatty acids,
powerful TV.
You can count on Nick at Night.
They told me they'd let me down from that warehouse shelf as soon as somebody came up with a better deal on carpeting than Empire's. Someday, they said, somebody's going to beat Empire's $6.95 starting price. Somebody's going to offer delivery faster than 72 hours, a better credit plan than no payment for 60 days, and a nicer gift than a free phone or shampoo. When that happens, they said, we'll let you down from that shelf. Well, I'm still up here.
588-2300 Empire.
Hello, Rescue Squad?
Mr. Edward Scott and the boys, how you doing tonight, Ed? I'm doing alright. I'm glad that Anastasia Jane is feeling alright and her grandparents are feeling fine. So am I. And I'm really glad that she's going to come back to the show. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. But you know what's interesting is that she and Carvel Animations, they're actually becoming an item now. Yes, they are. How do you feel about that? I mean, having them fall in love while on your show? I know this has happened before, but wow, this is big stuff. Yes, it is. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Well, maybe we'll do something, a special sketch featuring just the two of them for the Any Experiments in the not too distant future. Okay. We got interview land coming up tomorrow. Well, I hope they'll happen tomorrow. I hope. In the meantime, and yes, we'll also have the Hall of Wonders tomorrow and things like that. But right now, let's focus on what's important, and that's talking time. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, now, let's go over a few interesting facts about pumpkins. Okay, everybody knows that pumpkins grow in pumpkin patches. And they're being harvested all throughout the country. But, there are some interesting facts that you need to know. Actually, there's one interesting fact that you need to know, okay? While they are grown in almost every state, the three states with the biggest pumpkin patches are Texas, California, and Illinois. Why Illinois as number one? Because the weather in Illinois, is so sporadic and so normal that the state ends up producing so many pumpkins every single year. Most of them take, and this is just according to the owner of the Great Pumpkin Patch in Moultrie County, Illinois. I'm sorry, let me start over. That's what the owner of the Great Pumpkin Patch in Moultrie County, Illinois, Mac Ondale, said. And it makes sense. Illinois has produced, over 564.8, million pumpkins and things like that. Okay, that's probably not a really good indication. But it's in the league compared to Texas and California and things like that. And that brings me to another important fact. Listen to this. 41% for Illinois in terms of pumpkins. California and Texas, they're tied, but they're not even breaking 8%. The rest of the U.S., doesn't really have much. They don't really have much in the rest of the country. And apparently pumpkins like hot, dry weather. And they also need well-drained soil and things like that. So, wow, that's rather interesting. But here's the thing. There is a pumpkin shortage, of sorts. And this is what's interesting, okay? Some states have been hit, by a challenging pumpkin season due to the fact that the weather has been very rainy and hot, especially in Kansas's northeast region. Meanwhile, there's also the issue of fungus, or since there's a lot of it, people like to call the plural term of fungus fungi. That's still a problem. The fungus problem is still a huge problem. One pumpkin patch owner said, "I'd say we lost 25 to 30% of our crop. The fungus problem started easily in July, and it was hard to get in to spray as much as we like to spray because it was still raining, and then the heat on top of all the rain really hurt the crop." That is pretty interesting. I guess there are some plants that really don't need too much water after all. Other than cactus. Or, other than the cactus. So, That's something interesting. Now try to explain that to your friends, huh? Well, that is it for yet another episode of Weeknight Update. Tomorrow night, you don't want to miss this. Okay? We're going to have the Hall of Wonders with Mal Kevin, Fabrice Warshak, Rocky Boat Tank, Kawamake Animation, and Mr. M. We're going to have a double interview with Kawamake Animation and Anastasia Jane. You don't want to miss that. And we're also potentially going to have Interview Land starring Rodoku and Sade. You know, that's right. All of that is going to happen tomorrow night. So please jot that down and somewhere, and please tune in tomorrow night. Okay, that's the news. I'm Alexki. Farewell, bye, farewell.
Nick at Night, those TV classics, Nick at Night, no fatty acids.